Hello. Right, there's some technical issues we're having here, so just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Let me just pull the community participants pop-out chat. That's what we want. Right. I think we're all right. We're good. We're good to go. We're good to go. Right, so we've got a few things to go through today. We're going to start off with John Stewart. That's the latest stuff. John Stewart's been back on the scene, and he wants to be heard. So we're going to go straight into that. So let's go straight into that. And also, there's someone that's threatening to release where the huge UFO is, and we'll get to that in a minute as well. It'll be about an hour, hopefully, around about an hour. Go through a few things. Let's add this to John Stewart. Let's go straight to this. So the first we're going to look at is this here, John Stewart. So John Stewart has put, "Never forget why I'm here. 2025 is the year I moved to the head of the cavalry." I think he means cavalry, not Calvary. "And lead the charge for alien disclosure. So UAP Gerb, hold my LaCroix and please step aside, son. I have a war to win." Let's see what this little promo video is about.
In 1996, a man we know as Victor came with this very bizarre VHS tape. This VHS tape showed a 3-minute segment of an alien creature, and Victor was emphatic that this was a true video of an extraterrestrial taken out of Area 51. Initially, when I looked at this film, I just wanted to find the truth. I asked Senator McCain about this film. He turned to me with this aggressive look, and he said, "You don't need to know anything about that." And he stormed off and walked away from me. No one in the government would give me any answers, so I went to find my own. This tape has completely engrossed and encompassed my life for the past 2 decades. We wanted to know what was on that film. What was exactly that creature, where it came from.
I love that John Stewart's back on the scene, because everybody that follows me, everybody, my loyal followers know I am balls deep on the alien interview tape. And I've reached out to him. Hopefully we'll get him back on and get an interview going again with John Stewart. I'll also go into what UAP Gerb didn't know anything about. I tried to do a video yesterday, right? I couldn't release it because I was told I wasn't able to release this photograph. I was told I can't do it. It's under an investigation with Stephen Greer in that. I really wanted to release the photograph. It's on my PC right now. Some of you may have seen it because it was released in an argument between 2 people, but I really wanted to release this to you. Being told not to, and just because of my loyalty to this person, I'm not going to do it. But I'm so pissed off that I created a video and literally it was just a 10-second part showing a picture saying, "What do you think, people?" When there's actually video evidence to this picture as well. It's not just a still image. We've actually got video evidence to this, and I think it's more compelling than a picture that I'm going to show you in a minute. So yeah, the video is a waste of time me doing that video, although it's saved on my PC. And if I get drunk, I might just release it. Who gives a shit? So let's carry on with this a second.
In this investigation, we spoke with animatronic experts. We spoke with video experts. We spoke with people in the medical field that are experts on physiological monitors. We talked to numerous military whistleblowers who came forward to us, gathering intelligence in places like Havana, in London, and all over the Southwest United States. We are totally confident, beyond 100%, that this film was filmed by the government.
It's filmed by the government. Now, if you remember the interview that we did with him, I did say if it's real, it's real. If it's fake, it's a military fake. Maybe he's going to disclose something on this. Just a quick one, by the way. How are you all? Have you all had your Sunday dinners? I've not had a Sunday dinner today. I think we're having fajitas in a bit. It's like, what the fuck? Sunday, I want a roast. I want a Sunday roast. This is the point of it. And yes, there will be some occasions when I'm sat here talking to you with gravy and chicken all over my lips. And that's what I want. And I think 6 o'clock's a good time, right? It just catches the American audience, the UK audience, and the Australians are, "Good day, mate." They're gone anyway, aren't they? They're in bed by this time, probably. So I'm trying to think, because Polarity goes live, doesn't he? And I want to try and be at the opposite end of Polarity's live, because he gets a lot of views on his, and I want to be at the opposite end and keep people going on this side of the planet. So that's what I want to be doing. So let me know if there's anything you think I've missed as well that you want me to cover in this episode. This is episode 1, so welcome in. Thank you for the $1.99. Get drunk. Do you know back in the 90s, that would have bought me a litre in a can, and I'd be down at the park swinging, and I'd be off my head. Off my head.
That it is valid and it is not a hoax, and everyone's got explaining to do.
government has lied about UFO information, it's withheld UFO files, and even spied on UFO witnesses.
It's not just this tape. This tape is the tip of the iceberg.
The Pentagon now confirms the existence of a secretive program.
You're calling out the military-industrial complex. That's no small matter.
There's so many questions out there. It's a great mystery.
This video is going to force them to at least tell the public, yes, they're here.
What is that?
And we've been covering it up the whole time.
What are these objects? Who sent them? Do they know something that they're holding back?
That's pretty intriguing.
The importance of this investigation is that it's proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are not alone.
You are saying that this is a wake-up call.
We're talking about exposing, for all practical purposes, the greatest cover-up and the greatest secret in mankind.
So, that is the Jon Stewart promo thing. And like I said, he's been very vocal over the last few days. I'm just going to drop in live on TikTok as well and let them listen in on the background. Maybe they can jump over as well. I can't see how many people are in. Also, this is what Jon Stewart's been saying here. So, crossed over 1,000 followers last night. I had 20k before y'all ran me off X. Anyway, thank you. From your old Uncle John. Stick with me, kiddies. I'm taking the alien interview from the 2027 invasion story to the stratosphere in 2025. Wow. He's not holding back. He knows something, right? So I need to get him on the show, don't I? I need to get him on the show. He sent this document here. I think I've seen this one before. Acknowledges that a disc is next new find west. I've seen this, but it's going to be difficult for me to read it. So give me a sec, see if I can enlarge it. Is that better? Acknowledges that a disc is next new find west of at location wreck near operation of the pod airfoil, and the victims of the wreck you forwarded to the Fort Worth, Texas. Aviators in the disc. They will be shipped from A1 to 8th Army visitors. Yeah, I've just seen this for the first time on his thingy, so really I should have actually vetted this bit. But I've seen it before. It's just a pain in the backside. TikTok, if you're wondering what I'm doing, head on over to YouTube. I'm live. This is episode 1 of the Sunday Roast, your UFO host, going through the weekly events. And there's something you may be interested in. Someone's claiming they're going to release where the huge UFO is if Ross Coulthard does not reply in the next 2 hours. So you're going to want to see this. Let's go on here. So I'm just going through Jon Stewart because he's back on the scene. So look at the skin movements around the eyes, the eye cavity. This was 1991. People could... A second... He's not the best. He's not very literate, John, so he does make a lot of spelling mistakes. I noticed that in the emails he sent me, so bear with me. Could a second-tier video production company create these micro movements, and why? They were only seen by us in 2019. Yeah, he's got a point. The thing is as well, if you're going to fake this, and there's no one that's come forward to say that this is a fake tape, by the way. The only thing that I would suggest is it's potentially a fake with the military. The military put this out there as being a fake, and I've already gone through that in a previous video. Do not shy away from the truth. Bob Lazar did work for the Department of Naval Intelligence, which officially doesn't exist until my team proved otherwise. How? Number 1, the A director level agent of the CIA admitted the DNI is real to me and my cousin on the 11th, 14th, 24 in Upper Michigan. 2, author and naval aviator Michael Howley was recruited by the DNI and said, they are the spooks for the Navy. A scrutiny conference brochure listing the speakers has a Mr. Prislov from the Department of Naval Intelligence listed on it. Number 4, the IRS said that the Department of Naval Intelligence does have an authentic EIN, but is classified, and then hung on me. Wake up, listen to me, and I will try to figure a way out. He's saying he's going to save us. There's something happening. He's saying this thing that's heading towards us, this 3-eye atlas, is something as well, which I'll scroll down to see what he says about that. Every skeptic and naysayer and UFO community member wants researchers to lay their cards out on the table. I do exactly that for 6 years and people call me a grifter. Hey, clueless, if you want someone to show you what cards they have laid out, deal with, grow up or get the F out of my account. I don't care what you think of me. I mean, are you effing serious? I'm Johnny Stewart. Google me. Well said, Johnny Stewart. What's this here? Sometimes in the past week, video credit. Oh, it's a UFO video here. Let's have a look at this, guys. Not seen this one. Wow.
Did you see that?
What the fuck? What do you think of that, guys? John Stewart might drop in the live, by the way. He does follow me on YouTube. He did drop in last week, didn't he? What do you think of that? What do you think of that footage? I've not seen this.
Did you see that?
TikTokers are over on YouTube live, going through the latest information and some breaking news.
Did you see that?
If that's real, that's insane. That's like just disintegrated. Or it's just like shot off at insane pace. What do you think, folks? Let me know in the comments here.
Did you see that?
It's a weird one. What's he got here? Say
community out of this amnesia. If I was a general at the Pentagon right now, serving at the Pentagon, I could look at you and say, we did tell you aliens are real. What do you think Colonel Nell is doing? It's the highest ranking person that has ever come forward.
I love his passion. He proper gets like, he's not right for the UFO topic because they get right under his skin, and I know that because people get under my skin.
Believe that a higher form of non-human intelligence has visited this planet.
Non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing. And there are unelected people in the government that are aware of that.
We are telling you they're real, and you're doing nothing. So we, the American people, the UFO community, have a responsibility too. And
what do people think in the comments? Let me know what you think of John Stewart, by the way.
To your Congress people,
do you like him?
To go to the media,
I think he's good.
Say, you are going to report on this, or we are going to do everything we can to shut you down. Whether it's picketing, petitioning, stop buying your product. America has a responsibility to make, what do they call it, the fourth estate, the media, start reporting on this, because the Pentagon can say to America, we did tell you. His name's Carl Nell.
It's almost like the disclosure's hiding in plain sight, but it's not getting the...
Good to see the TikTokers dropping on YouTube. This is where I need the army to come. The army needs to come onto the YouTube now, because this is where I can do more stuff and share videos and stuff like that. This is interesting. Look at this. This is what he's put as who Victor is there. It's Stanton John Willett, which we said there is a similarity there. Got to admit, we all know who I think Bill Moore, but there's a similarity there, right? Look at him. Definitely a similarity there. Could it be him? I don't know. If you're not, TikTok are already restricting because I had a vape. It's got no nicotine in it. TikTok, calm down. So this is the start of the thing. Just going through the latest John Stewart thing here from TikTok. Welcome in, Chris. Andrew, welcome in. Bella, I like him as well. Hey bro, that's been on the internet for a while. Yeah, because I put it there. You're welcome. And I'm waiting. That he's proper angry, John Stewart. Right, we're going to skip John Stewart a minute now. We're going to go to something else. So this, we're going to go to, not that. Does everybody know about the bee tree stuff? I do want to play this clip where she just explains what's been found for people that haven't seen this. Yeah, we'll do it. It's a roundup, right? We'll play this little clip. All these will be in the description, like a clip of the News Nation and stuff like that. And this is Beatrice telling Ross Coulthard. And there's an update on Ross Coulthard as well that I need to give out. And you'll find out tonight. I'll go into that in a minute. That's more breaking news.
Multiple transients appearing and vanishing. And I've been ignoring that there are hundreds, thousands of them. Which I started learning that I should not have ignored those hundreds of thousands. Because, for example, we have a paper.
Can you hear it okay? It's a bit low for me, that. But it's not me. I think it's actually... She's very softly spoken, Beatrice. And I don't think the audio's very good on it. That was a brilliant interview, yeah. So basically she's saying there's thousands of these transient objects on these plates. And they've gone missing. They were there one minute, then they've gone missing the next. And this was around the time where they went missing around the same time as they flew over Washington, D.C. as well.
First author is Stephen Brule. at Vanderbilt University. And he has used 100,000 of these transients. They are not visually vetted. And he has checked if whether they correlate with nuclear tests and with nuclear bomb tests and with UFO events. And yes, he surprisingly finds correlation between my transients, this from before Sputnik, and the nuclear bomb tests and the UFO sightings.
What's the statistical probability that there is that
DJ Brown's in. He's got a good channel as well. Make sure you give him a follow.
Correlation with?
I mean, it's very, very unlikely. I think it's what we would state as like 3 sigma events.
Oh wow!
If I remember correctly, I have to double check the paper, but
sure, that's a very high degree of probability.
She's a very brave lady. She's a very brave lady. This is the thing, though. What have people been asking for years? Well, where scientists don't find any. Scientists have found something. The government aren't speaking about it. The government are doing Senate hearings and Congress hearings and bringing a documentary out, which is delayed, apparently, because Lou Elizondo might be suing somebody. Again, it's just rumours. There might be an argument with something that's being said in that, and Lou is not happy about it, so that's possibly why it's being delayed with the director of it. If I can find that, I'll play that in this video as well. If not, I'm going to have to do it next week or during the week. Like I said, I was doing a video for last night. I had to pull it. It's saved on my computer. I want to show you something, which in my opinion is more compelling than the picture that I'm about to show you in a minute. And it's connected, but I was told I can't share it because it's under investigation and Stephen Graves involved with it and all that kind of stuff. And I wasn't happy that I wasn't able to share just this image. And there's video footage of this image as well. So it's not just a still image. I've got video footage of this.
That it's gonna happen by chance. So these are real correlations. Of course, you cannot say if there's a causation there or not, but these are real, really unlikely things to happen by chance. But we still.
I don't understand how this would make you sick to your stomach, though. Do you think there's something else to it? Well, I can understand why they've said that, because you got to understand these are not UFO people. This is the problem we had with Avi Loeb. So I did the interview with Avi Loeb with Interstellar and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I didn't enjoy that interview. Didn't enjoy it at all. I found that the first half an hour it was quite rude, and every time I asked a question, he interrupted before I even finished the question. So I couldn't even get the blue beam thing out there. He was saying, "Oh, well, it doesn't make sense because well, give me a chance to explain what the full." I ended up giving up and just like nodding my head and going, "Yeah, you're right." Yeah. Just didn't give me a chance to explain it, so I won't be interested in speaking to Avi Loeb again. It's not my cup of tea, I'll be honest with you. Let him just throw his thing out, and he was quite dismissive of Beatrice's work and stuff like. Well, hold on a minute, you're going on about your scientific findings, but when I speak to you about Beatrice's and stuff like that, it's like, well, it could be mistakes and stuff. Yeah, well, it could be a mistake. Those could be little metal fucking barbarians as well in the ocean. Let's get to that. Donny T, welcome in, Donny T. So yeah, I just found it. I enjoyed Simon Holland. I thought that was a good interview. I enjoyed the Brad of Arc. I've got Patrick Jackson on Saturday. I'm messaging James Fox this week to arrange an interview with him. He messaged me, said email him this week. So message him. He sent me his actual phone number. I've got James Fox's phone number. How cool is that? And if you don't believe me, put it in the chat and I will show you right now that he's sent me his number, but I can't show you his number. So I'll be setting up an interview with James Fox. So yeah, I'm working in the background. I'm trying to get as many people as I can. And I've spoke to James Fox for a while, off on social medias, and I think he trusts me enough.
Still see these correlations. That's one of the things. But equally interesting thing that now...
Yes, nerds.
That is in the other preprint is that... We have been seeing
welcome to the team, NFL. Jay, I don't know why that was so smart.
And I think I talked about the previous time that we see some of them, they're aligned along a narrow band or along a line. They have extremely, statistically unlikely alignments, let's say. One of them has a probability of 1 in 10,000.
Can you hear this, folks? Is that okay? This is quite a low interview.
And it looks like it's could be caused by solar reflection on an artificial.
Do you lobes of disinformation?
Material.
Super jealous.
Something very flat and something extremely.
Don't be jealous that I'm speaking to anyone because I'm nobody special.
Or that it's a formation is one of these.
Listen, if I can do it, anyone can do it, right? And a lot of people are reaching out and doing exactly the things I've sort of led a way for people to do it, and I've been shit on and daggered in the back by a lot of people as well, which has really wound me up, and that's why I've distanced myself from people and I was doing my own thing. Why should I help other people? You know what? I need to vet people before I give them any help or tips or any advice and shit like that, because there's a lot of jealousy in this community and stuff like that, and I'm not a jealous person. I just get on with it.
Two things that one can play with, two thoughts. And even more interestingly, what we didn't know when we found this candidate and when we posted it on our
Could it be turned up a notch, please? I can't. It's not the audio. It's just it's the loudness. It's actually fully turned up here. Unless 1 minute. Yeah, it's fully turned up. There's not much more of this anyway.
That this date when it happened was on the 27th of July 1952, which is one of the most famous UFO mass sightings. And that's how, for example, Steve came up with the idea of, let's check this. If it's true that these transients correlate with UFO events, we will see this correlation, and he finds it. He sees it in the data.
Let me interrupt you briefly for a moment, Beatrice, because there's a lot for our audience to take on here. So if there's a single flash that appears in the sky, that can often just be a glitch. It might be something in the plate, or it might be some issue that we can't explain. But if you have, as you've discovered, multiple point-like lights perfectly aligned and visible only in one long exposure photograph.
If you had 2 cars or more on finance between 2015 and 2021.
That's what you're seeing, is that correct?
That's what we are seeing in some cases. We have very beautiful alignments.
She has amazing hair. She does. Let's all give an appreciation for Beatrice. Just give I don't know. Just give love arts for Beatrice in the comments. She does like my comments on X. Maybe there's a chat in the making there.
That you're talking about, I had to go and look this word up, is a specular.
I did speak to Dennis, and Dennis told me that Beatrice is getting hounded with emails and emails and emails. So
they are extremely reflective.
There's bigger channels out there. She's going to go on, isn't she?
Let's say if you have,
she's been on an American Alchemy and all that kind of stuff. So
on a asteroid, it's going to, I mean, as it moves and tumbles, it's going to always be kind of it's going to leave a beautiful streak.
Lou's not coming on here ever. Lou, unless he wants to pay me to have, he can come on if he pays me, Lou Elizondo.
Now, if you have something that moves around and only sometimes the sunlight falls on the mirror, you have something very flat and extremely reflective, it can sometimes give off a flash. And for example, today, we have thousands of these flashes on the sky happening because of all the space debris that humans have created and all the satellites. Now, it's one thing to see that stuff today, and another thing to find that in pre-Sputnik plates.
So what she's saying is, to see these thousands of things now, it's not so special, but to see that before pre-Sputnik and stuff like that, it's like, well, we weren't putting anything up there, supposedly. Potentially, she's wrong, and that's because she's a scientist, not a UFO researcher, and I don't mean any disrespect by that, I'm just saying that there's a chance that the Germans had technology up there. In fact, I'd put a lot of money on the Germans having some sort of technology up there already. Whether there's thousands of things up there, though, I don't know.
And here's the beautiful thing. So our referee gave a brilliant idea during the review and said, okay, so if you want to show that it's really is...
Right, so I'm going to end that there. I don't want to play too much of that because they're a bit funny, News Nation, and it will be shared in the description and everything like that. So let's just go off that one a minute and go to me. So John Stewart is back on the scene. He's going through, he's angry, he's saying he's going to lead the charge now for UFO disclosure, and he's going to save us and drag us to safety. This is what he's saying. We've now also got Beatrice, which has come out with scientific data, backing stuff up. This sort of backs up Patrick Jackson's sphere network theory. And what's interesting is, I've got Patrick Jackson in 6 days from now on Saturday at 7 p.m. It's not going to be live, it's going to be pre-recorded, so it's either going to be up Saturday night or Sunday night. So it's going to be put up one of those nights. It might be live if my TikTok would allow it to be live as well, and I can go through live on both of them. But I'm not doing it through one of them. I just think it'd be better if I could go through both of them, because for some reason TikTok are being funny with me at the minute. I think they know that I'm on my way out of TikTok, on my way onto YouTube, and they're not liking it. So yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is this. So we're going to go into this now. This is UAP Gerb. Right, and he's on Area 52. Again, it'll be in the description. But look at this here. So he asks, his followers ask him a question, and it comes up on the board. What would you like to do more research on? And then Chris Ramsey gives him information that he didn't know, and you could see the instant that Chris Ramsey got hard on. that he knew something that UAP Gerb didn't, and also me. I didn't know about this either, and probably neither did you. And I did a video on this last night. I had to pull it, remember.
What is the one topic you haven't covered yet that intrigues you the most?
Nazis and UFOs. 100%. I've done Nazis and dumbs. I've done the Magenta Crash, but Nazi actual efforts to study non-human technology.
Like Die Glocke. Do you find a connection between Die Glocke and the Kecksberg?
In terms of shape and morphology, absolutely.
Yeah, shape, morphology, and even symbols. Yeah, it seems like.
Because it looks like there was a lot of, at least a lot of Nazi.
I think it's insane. He has no idea about the Nazi stuff and the UFOs.
And of course, you'd expect volunteer firemen.
It's like the stuff he wants to learn about is the stuff I'm most read on. It's like, just hit me up. Me and Gerb should have a chat, 100%. I think it'd be fascinating. He's my kind of guy, Gerb. He's in all the nooks and crannies.
Recognized swastika, so maybe it was. Of course, Nazis were into occult practices. This could have been some sort of Sanskrit,
the Black
kind
Forest,
of archaic writing system
the Aryan
that was
race
used to decorate such a device.
Yeah, sure.
But that's a good question. I'm trying to think what else, because my mind immediately goes to Zodiac. Zodiac is covered by Dolan and Sedge Masters. That's another one.
Yeah.
But as far as topic, gosh. I would have to say the Nazis.
Is there anything regarding the moon that intrigues you?
Oh, absolutely. Like a non-human presence on the moon.
So the image I had, and I shared, I did a video on this last night, and I had a video at the end to share, to go with what's about to be shared on this. And I got told, the whistleblower said not to share it yet. I'm going to keep saying it because it pissed me off. I wasted my time making a video just to share it for like 10 seconds.
But I don't know where to begin with that research.
Yeah, because it also ties into Nazis, perhaps, and it ties into remote viewing. It ties into the moon landing. It ties into like all these like strange.
And then stories of Apollo astronauts filming UFOs or being tailed by UFOs. There's a lot there. That I just don't know how to dive into that.
Have you ever seen the Simpkinson NASA archive photo? Really?
Oh, is that on the moon? The
Greg, come over to YouTube, UFOs Around the World. Could do you on there as well. And get your brother Chris Sharp to reach out to me, by the way.
Triangular lights?
No. This is the Gemini 11 flight that took a picture of a UFO, and they pulled it, they retracted it.
No, I don't think so.
Dude, wait here. This is going to blow your mind if you haven't seen this.
No, I would love to.
Look how excited Chris Ramsey got there.
It's all about this one photo.
I don't
I
think
know
I've heard
something
of this
Gerb
at
don't
all.
know.
The whole
I know
book is
something
about
Gerb
one
don't know.
photo?
Drops it on there like he throws the book like, yeah. But this is
Unclassified
what I love.
story of-
Watch the face. This is two nerds, and I'm a nerd, right? A UFO nerd. Two nerds nerding off on UFOs. Watch it. He
That's
rubs
the
himself
photo
as he's
there.
about to read it. He's
This
like,
is the photo.
So that's the photo.
Like a rendering, because that's a definitive saucer with a top cap, like sports model.
Yeah.
What does he?
This is all about the program.
What?
All about like the flight, but then at the end, he gets into like the actual photo, and there's like, you know, ran it through a bunch of different tests, and it has all the test results here, but even like down to the pixels.
I have never heard of this photo.
It's a wild photo.
I might not be able to show you, but I can at least describe the photo that I've got, right? And I made the video on this. So the reason I think this is important is saying this is like the Gemini mission, and we got some footage not long ago, and in that is an image with the actual cutout from the Polaroid or the like the film reel, right? And it shows the moon, and over the moon it shows a UFO, and it has the same type of bottle cap on top of it like that. And we don't know if it's from the Gemini missions or it's from a NASA mission, so we don't know. And I think it's connected to this. So at the end of the video that I created, I shared it. And then I messaged and I said, listen, I've created the video and I'm okay to share it. Can you just put it in the group and ask him, can I share it and stuff like that? And then I get, oh no, he said not yet. It's been analysed and stuff like that. So as much as I can't share it, I can speak about it. It's a picture of, it looks like a UFO just above the moon. Just to give you a thing of it. So you've got the moon, so that's the moon, so looking at it from your side, and the UFO is around about here. And the moon in the picture is actually pretty similar to this colour as well. It's like a reddish colour. But there's video footage to it. It's actually from video, and I've actually got the video footage of that as well. But again, I can't share it. My hands are tied. And if I do share it and I'm an absolute wet wipe and share it all, then I lose trust in, people that I work with and stuff like that. And I don't want to do that. But I would share it privately, I reckon, to certain people in the background that I could trust. Congratulations, you now have a great lung function now. Melanie, congratulations, you now have a great lung function now. I have no idea what that means. I'm on 12 milligram at the minute. This is no nicotine, by the way. I have quit. I'm not getting the nicotine rush now. As soon as I run out, I'll probably just stop it now. Film negative. Yes, the film negative, that's what I'm on about. So you've got the negative, which is cut out, and it shows the actual image of that UFO over the moon. Then there's footage of that UFO over the moon, and then there's the Polaroid picture that I shared with the thing, but I've not shared it. I'm not allowed. Thank you for discussing that picture. So fascinating. Yeah, you can play my video of a UFO going into the moon. Yeah, I can play it in a minute if you want. Let me go through some of this, finish this off a minute because we're not finished yet.
What the heck?
Yeah, look.
And this was taken by Gemini 11.
Yep. And that was the other.
No, but to be fair to Gerb, and he didn't explain this in this interview, and I did explain it in my video that got pulled. I'm going to keep saying it because I'm angry about it. So that book was released on the 14th of August, 2024, which is, we're only 4 days away from it being a year old. So it's only a year-old book, and not many books get that traction straight away. So I can understand why Gerb didn't come across it. The thing with Gerb is, Gerb's very similar to me. He knows more about the past. He knows about the ancient, all the UFO stuff, right? And that's what I'm really good on. The new stuff bores me because it's a minefield of disinformation and bullshit, in my opinion. So he's really good at all the old stuff. He will deep dive all the old stuff. That's why I really want a conversation with this lad. But as for the new stuff, I can understand why he doesn't catch up with it because he probably doesn't trust a lot of people. In fact, he does say it in one of the interviews. He doesn't trust them. I'll show that as well in a minute. Let's carry on.
Their paper that they released, but you can find.
Have you seen the footage, Matt? Yes, I've seen the footage of the. I've got it on my PC. I've got the actual footage of it on my PC. That's the thing. I could share it all.
Find certain things that leaked through on the copy that tie into the initial photo. So it is one of those really, really wild ones. This was actually, hold on. There's like a full page photo here somewhere that you can see, but look at it.
Whoa, that's.
Make sure you all click the notification bell though, because every Sunday I'll be live and I'll be doing UFO at least 3 to 4 videos a week.
It's like one of the best UFO photos I've ever seen.
Don't know how I've never heard of this.
And if there's any breaking conferences or Senate hearings and stuff, I'll be live streaming that, so you'll get it here.
Have any of the astronauts spoken on or given testimony about the image?
You know what? I don't think so, but I haven't read this entire thing. I picked it up. I was always meant to read through it. I find myself thumbing through it and looking at certain things, but I don't know enough about it. But the photo itself intrigued me, as you can tell. It's an impressive photo.
That's wicked cool. When did this book come out?
There's
transcript
too long ago. Yeah. No, there's other documentation.
Whoa.
Yeah, it goes into great detail about not only the program but the photo, and then some look at this.
Whoa.
Spectronomy and sort of the color levels, showing that it was never tampered with. That photo is not photoshopped or anything like that. Is, yeah.
I think he suffers with acid, Gerb, as well, because I noticed when he was thinking, he's like, and I do that, and I think a lot of people that research this topic get that because they get anxious and stressed out and depressed, and that's the big. When you get stressed out and depressed, I think that's a big thing for getting a hiatus hernia, whatever it's called. I had to have a camera down my throat. That wasn't a nice feeling. No. What was even worse than having a camera down your throat was having the bloke stood with his pelvis right in front of my face, and he's feeding me the tube. It's like he's feeding me his love length down my throat. I'm like, and I'm like, look, and he's like, take it, look at the camera. And I've got a woman with her hand on my head. I've just got to accept it now. I've got to accept it.
And then, so.
I have never heard of this.
Pretty cool, right?
That is incredible.
Maybe something for you to dive in on eventually. Here's a full pager here. Boom.
Wow.
She's done a video on called Cool Fat Out on X. Right, listen, Shiv, I'm getting to that in the live. Come over to UFOs Around the World YouTube live. I'm getting onto this. This is what the latest news is when we're thinking, don't come in here, Shiv, with your bullshit, lad. Get onto YouTube.
That's what the photo would look
I'm not happy with you,
That's
Shiv.
a saucer, all right. It even looks like there's some sort of
Wasted my
patternality to the
time.
little, I don't know if it's lights or kind of like a
portholes
yeah,
or something.
Port comb. It looks like, yeah.
There's a famous picture that was out on the internet that had like a similarity to that. It was like in a cloud. Maybe you've seen that one before.
Right, so Shiv's just come in here and said that someone's going to release the thingy. So he's late because I told you that about 20 minutes ago, didn't I? So welcome in late, Shiv. And yeah, I'm going to play the video for people now. So if you want to see that video now, we'll skip straight to that part. And it is Miss Moneypenny, and it's right here. As always, I'm on the brink of breaking news. Let's see what she's got to say. TikTokers ain't going to be able to watch this unless you come over to UFOs Around the World's YouTube channel right now. Go, go, go.
Hi, this is Moneypenny. This is a message to Ross Coulthard. You have 3 hours from now to contact me, and you have my contact details. We've spoken before. To be able to stop me revealing where a giant UFO, a huge giant UFO, is underneath a massive high security building. And now I have the evidence, and I'm going to release it in 3 hours' time, unless you contact me and tell me there is a very important national security...
Just let me pause it, because I'm ahead of the game here, right? I don't think she's going to release it. She did a poll, because people were saying the time difference, Ross might not see it. I think she's bluffing. I don't think she's going to release it. I commented, and my comment was, could it be the US Embassy in Iraq?
...issue that would stop me. Because I believe, in the interests of disclosure, and of everybody who has been struggling with deception and secrets for far too long, that we have a right to know this. You told us about it more than 2 years ago. It's about time people knew the truth. 3 hours, counting. Speak to you soon, Ross. Hi, this is Money.
So Moneypenny's just done a threat there to Ross Coulthard that she needs to speak to him. I don't know why she needs to speak to him, and why does she need to get things like with a journalist? Because she said she could be wrong in the message, that's why. And people have commented here, so there's the comments.
This suggests...
Let me go to the comments section, actually, see what people have commented. Beatrice commented, actually. I just wonder if it would not be fair to take the time zones into account. Ross is in Australia, that means he won't be up for another hour or so. I will consider postponing and putting a vote up, blah, 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 and I'll just put, could it be in the US Embassy in Iraq? Who gives a shit? I don't care. If it was me, I'd just release it. Do you know what I mean, Shiv? I'd just release it. Not your friend, Shiv. Don't speak to me for 24 hours. Why let him or anyone determine what you do with the information? Respect for your scrutiny. Blah, 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 blah. Just release it, Moneypenny. What you give a shit for? Just release it. They don't care about us. They don't care about us at all. So that was that. And we got some breaking news. Let's carry on with that a second, actually. What did he say? Oh, yeah. Let's go on to the Stephen Gray bit. Why nobody likes Stephen Gray.
Retrieval team at Nellis Air Force Base and kind of witnessing a touchdown of a Sunflower extraterrestrial craft.
Kyle, welcome in. Kyle is a member. Like I've got 2 members. Like I'm really proud of having 2 members. So welcome in, Kyle. There will be exclusive stuff and exclusive merch coming soon as well. So you will get first dibs on all that.
That he cut off contact with
and
Greer
only
because he
member
was
only
threatened
content
with inappropriate, explicit underage content.
Oh my God!
Yeah. And so this stuff all happened around, started really ramping up around 2023. And so is there a connection there?
So when I do the James Fox interview and the Patrick Jackson interview, members will get access to that 24 hours before it's released.
I must ask. It's quite perplexing.
It really is, man.
But also, who knows? Greer's operational security is absolutely abhorrent. So there's no excuse that I should be able to go into his archives and be able to track down some of the whistleblowers. No excuse.
Right.
The operational security is so bad, I should not be able to do that. But
yeah.
I'm just glad that it was me who was able to do that with some people and not somebody else, unless agency folks have done that and kind of tracked down whistleblowers and threatened them with their pension. Because some of these high-level whistleblowers have spoken to Greer in the past, because he's really was the only guy to turn to for a long time, right? He ran the Disclosure Project.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not as massive fan either, Dan, if I'm being honest. I just wasn't happy that I wasted my time yesterday doing something and then just told no. when it doesn't look like anything's coming of it.
That's the crazy thing about him. I mean, a lot of people, everybody fucking hates Greer for the most part. I've never heard anyone say anything nice about him except for Jesse Michaels. Jesse Michaels is the one person who's like, bro, you got to give him credit. He's been doing this forever. He's brought forward the most amount of whistleblowers that have divulged the most amount of information. So, like, you know, take it for what it's worth. He's done more harm than good. Or not.
TikTok question here. What's up with your mate? Seems scared after it got close. Mark, Christopher Lee, I have no idea what's up with him. I messaged him. He's not replied to me. Thank you, Mark, for not replying to me. You git. How am I supposed to help you if you don't reply to me? Would I reply to people if I was upset? And so I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know if he's been threatened. I don't know what's going on. But he knows my number's there, and he's got my number, and he can message me whenever he wants. So, Mark, if you see this and you want to speak to me, you want a message getting out there, you want to go and fill someone in, just tell me. I'll do it. So I help.
Sorry, more good than harm.
I don't have I've never spoken to Greer. I don't plan to. He and I don't have a good relationship. He called me an intelligence asset, so I'm not too, and he's also hurt many of my friends, so I'm not too high up on Greer. I think that he kind of has his own vested interest in a lot of
to the member club,
the
Doris.
He receives. I think he treats
Doris
whistleblowers
Begg.
that come
What
to
a
him
name
like
that
his
is.
whistleblowers.
Yeah. So like I said, you will get early access to the interviews, and like I said, I'm messaging James Fox this week because he asked me to. And he's given me his number, so I've got his number, not his email, just I got his number. Patrick Jackson is this Saturday, so I'll probably release that Saturday to the members, and then release that to everybody else on the Sunday for people. I've got to give some access, some early perks, while I'm navigating this YouTube.
Of their own autonomous people that should
learning
be
every single day,
to,
folks.
People like David Grush to disclose to, or Senate Select Committee on Intelligence.
Matt likes Gerb is all I think. No, that's not Matt Brown. Matt likes Gerb is all I think. Matt likes Gerb. I love Gerb. If you're on about me, I love this guy. This guy is like me. He just talks like all the deep stuff. I'm surprised he knows nothing about the Nazis and the UFOs. That's why I messaged him. I said, reach out to me. I can send you where to look for that. Because he said he wouldn't know where to start with the moon stuff. The interesting thing is, the moon stuff and the Nazi stuff, they're linked together, them two. Linked together. Supposedly, they went to the moon mission was to retrieve some of the Nazi technology.
So I think it's very complicated, but I'm not a huge fan. I don't really like being called an intelligence asset or him hurting my friends.
No, there's definitely some personality quirks there.
But what I would like to see is, you know how he always calls out Lou Elizondo?
Yes, he's got this.
Right, so this is a Sunday live. Every Sunday now, I will be doing the Sunday roast for your UFO host, which is me, Matt. And I'll be going through the latest weekly stuff, going through everything you need to know. I picked the Sunday because it's a day of rest. Everybody likes to have a Sunday dinner, except me. I'm having fajitas, I think, today. Well, stupid. I need to dump her. So I'm having fajitas. You have a Sunday dinner. You just take your carvery, oatmeal, or whatever it is you've eaten, and you're just settling down. You just want to catch up with the latest UFO news in small size sections and bites with someone that's got a bit of sense of humour, does like to have a bit of drink every now and again, and will give you something fresh on every episode, hopefully, some breaking sort of news as well. And you've had that today. We've got some more breaking news, actually. Some more breaking news, but we'll finish this.
There's this crazy dynamic between him and Lou Elizondo, and I'd love to hear what you think about that.
I would rather err on the side of like pushing for disclosure instead of like trying to get into like interpersonal problems and so forth, especially a character like Lou, who is surrounded by a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
I do think, and all I'll say is I think more questions need to be asked in documents FOIA'd about his time at CIFA in the early 2000s, the counterintelligence field activity.
Oh, yeah.
I on a pedestal of like high level whistleblowers, I put David Grush and then others. But I don't like to engage in the drama, but I would like to see a debate between those two, Greer and Elizondo. That would be really fantastic and interesting to see. Because Greer always calls Elizondo a asset, basically, a disinformation asset.
Well, don't they have the same lawyer? Isn't Danny Sheehan represent both of them?
Yeah, Sheehan used to work for the Disclosure Project. I don't know if he still does. A lot of people used to work for the Disclosure Project. Leslie Kane.
Doris, Shaz, and Kyle. There will be things coming to you over the next couple of weeks. Just bear with me.
The article of the 2017 New York Times article, she used to work for Stephen Greer back in the early 2000s. And I talked to her I snuck my way in back in November by the UFO hearings into the Disclosure Fund event, and I talked to her a long time. She's brilliant. She
Leslie?
She knows quite a bit, but she even used to work with Greer, and I think back in the day, Greer had a little bit of a different.
What
mindset.
does everybody think of Greer?
I think
drop a 1 if you like him, drop a 2 if you don't in the comments.
But that drama between the two is pretty interesting.
Choose to cruise. Cruz Campo, Sevilla.
Yeah, man. When you start to paying too much attention to like the personalities and like the UFO celebrities and the drama, you start to get like lost in this whole thing. And I think it's probably intentional.
And then
the combination of like Twitter, people on Twitter, arguing about who's right and who's wrong, and then you mix in the fact that everyone's trying to sell a book.
How do you become a member? I'm not actually sure.
Or a movie,
I should be all right advertising that. I don't actually know.
I'm not.
Maybe Doris can help you. Doris became a member.
Podcast about UFOs.
Doris, if you'd like to help Maz out, if you want to become a member and part of the team,
as much as I possibly can. But there's just so much.
Once I get better with my editing skills, all members will be added to the end of every video as well.
Official nonsense like Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, the head of Arrow, who is fraught with a lot of really weird past. So you're familiar with Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick of Arrow, right? Well, Sean Kirkpatrick has a very checkered past before Arrow and pretty interesting future after Arrow. So Sean Kirkpatrick gets a hold of Arrow in like 2022. Arrow reports to the Undersecretary for Defense for Intelligence and Security. This at the time is Ronald Moultrie, who was both on the board for Battelle Memorial Institute.
I want to talk about them.
Oh, absolutely. The MITRE Corporation and a group called the Better Angels.
So this is UAP Gerb has been on 2 big podcasts, Danny Jones and Area 52 over the last few days. I don't know if he's been at American Alchemist, but no, he's not. I don't think he has yet, or has he? I can't remember. But he's never on podcasts, so he's doing the rounds for some reason. They're interested in this. They're interested in a guy that's got all the back knowledge, that's done all the research over the decades. I do want to show this to you as well. So, Bryce Zabel. You know him from Need to Know, right? Drop a 1 in the comments if you know who Bryce Zabel is, so I don't need to explain who he is. Gray's all about the money. Yeah, it seems that way. Sorry, what's his name? UAP Gerb. He's talking too fast. Who's talking too fast? I mean, I do talk fast, but would you rather me talk slow? I'm from Ireland, UFO Highway. Welcome in. UFO Highway. Need to click X, go out of comments. Then you'll see join. Okay. That's telling you how to be a member there. Click out of comments and then you'll see join or something. Right, so Bryce Zabel is the co-host with, the host and co-host with Ross Coulthard on the Need to Know. However, Ross Coulthard, he's leaving. He's got no goodbye or anything like that. He's just not on it anymore. And tonight at 2 p.m. UK time on the new Need to Know, we find out who the new co-host is, and we have no idea yet. So this is what he's put here. Ross Coulthard and I are still friends for sure. I absolutely wish Ross the best at News Nation and his reality check. Bullshit. At the same time, when it comes to Need to Know, I follow this motto: the show must go on. That's like, I wish Ross all the best, but as I say, the show goes on. Get the fuck out of here. See you Sunday. No, well, I've seen you Sunday first, sunshine. So yeah, Sunday, today. So 6 p.m, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's 2 a.m. UK time. I won't be watching it. So please drop me a message if you watch it straight away in the morning, so I wake up to it and it's like the new co-host. Just put the new co-host for News Nation is this. Give me that breaking news, people. Matt, what's the best way to send you some info on Gray? Email UFOs around the world brand@gmail.com. I don't know why I put brand there. I think because I took UFOs around the world and then it won't give me that again, so I put brand on it. So it's not a brand. So UFOs around the world brand@gmail.com. You can send it there, or you can send it on TikTok, or you can send it on Instagram, or on X, or in the comment section if it's not confidential. Yep, supposedly falling out with Ross over a recent episode. Yeah, I think there's been a fallout because let's face it, people watched that episode for Ross, not for Bryce, right? I didn't even know who Bryce was. I like Bryce. I think he's honest. But yeah, I think Ross is probably not sharing what he should be doing on Need to Know, and he's not been as loyal as he said he was going to be. 1 a.m. Matt. So it's on 1 a.m. Thanks for that, Foil Hat Dan. Make sure you give Foil Hats a follow if you don't follow him, by the way. Need to Know. Right, I think that's everything on that. So the breaking news on that is Need to Know has got a new host. What else have we got, Chiefs? Right, we've got the PSI games. Do you all want to watch some of the clips of these PSI games? Flawless Mindsight, Dahlia Burgoyne nails 100% accuracy. I did do a video on this, but people that might not have seen that video, I will play it again. Let's go through it. So she's going to get 100% accuracy in Mindsight. And what that means is they cover the eyes, and then someone stands in front of them, and they hold like a colour card out, and she guesses that colour. I have reached out to Dahlia. I want to interview her because she can demonstrate this on lives. How cool is that? I want to interview her. I'd be like, right, close your eyes. What's in front of you? She'd be like, is that a cock and balls? Is that a cock and balls? As the Americans would say. Like, no. It's just meat and 2 veg because it's a Sunday roast for your UFO host. There we go. Craig joined. Welcome, Craig. Just before this starts, does anybody know if there's anything like this in the United Kingdom? Any event like this? Well, that was the wrong video, wasn't it? One second. She obviously did some good stuff there, but let's go back to it. I missed it. Let's try this one. Yeah, this one's alright.
I need you to pick a card. Just pick whatever card you want and make sure Lee doesn't see it. So
again, I have no control over this audio. It's quite low because obviously it's filmed from someone in the audience.
Alright, put it in the screen. Okay, does everybody have it? Everybody has to remember it because we have to take it away. Okay, everybody got it? Alright, let's take it away and cover it up, whatever we need to do. So what we do is a speller, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the letterboard very, very still. You're going to see that she's going to spell it out. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to have her describe what was in the image in her own words, and then she will say the phrase at the top. All right, so if someone Are you ready, sweetie? Oh, I'm not going to touch you. Do you want to say the letters? Do you want me to say them? Yeah. Wait, me or you? Okay. Are you ready? Ready? Go. What was in the picture? I will hold it very still. You will see she will just do it.
I was just trying to see then. I'm going to just rewind this a bit. So the way the girl was looking at the woman, I don't know if that's mother and daughter. Do you think there's a chance that there's any code where her eyes winking, where she's been able to spell something out with her face? Because look at the girl, look at her ear, the way she's looking at her. Do you think there's anything they could have done there as trickery? Let me go back to it. They seem to be delaying it a little bit while she's giving some like facial expressions and arm movements like that, whatever it is, right? See it?
Are you ready, sweetie? Oh,
watch now, watch. She's looking at her mum's face and lips and...
Yeah. Wait, me or you? Okay. Are you ready?
See her looking at her mum's mouth and...
Go. What was in the picture?
Like delaying text. You can't see it because you need to come over to UFOs Around the World on YouTube.
First letter is.
Did anyone else see that? I'm not imagining. I've got to be skeptical a little bit as well. Like, as amazing as it is, I have to think, how could they have done this? And she was sort of looking, and she was like that, looking at her mouth and her eyes. Like, if that was me, could I spell out, like, that means L, that means E, that means T, that means T, because she was doing that, and then she went like this with her arms. Could she be spelling something out there? Maybe, I don't know. That's smart. You could work on it. I 100% could, like, speak to my kids and say, right, this means, just look at me for enough times and I'll give you the clues, like that. That means A, B, and all that kind of stuff. Me too, giving hand signals. Yeah, so I'll just play it again for people that are on TikTok that say you can't see it. You can't see it because you're not on YouTube. So quickly get onto YouTube. Now I'm just going to play the clip again here. Just to where she starts giving the hand signals. So when she sits down, watch. So from this moment, just pay attention, look at it from a skeptical mind, and pay your attention to the girl, and how she's looking at her mother. Hold the phone closer if you can't see it. That's my advice.
Are you ready, sweetie? Oh, I'm not going to touch you.
Just spotted something else as well. She's tapping the back. Is the signals at the back? Like, that means L, that means E, that means TT.
You want to say the letter? Do you want me to say it?
Now look at the way she stares at her.
Okay. Are you ready? Ready? Go. What was in the picture? I will hold it very still. You will see she will just do it herself. Let's see. First letter is M.
It looks to me like she is hearing impaired. Yeah, possibly. Like I said, it probably isn't. I've just got to be a bit skeptical as well. You know, I can't just throw everything out there as being, oh, she's been amazing. But this is amazing.
Keep going. O. E and fish on water.
So she's got the image right, which was fish on water, and then she gets the word right, which was above it, which the word, if you didn't see it, was letting go. So there's the fish. Saying that'd be a lot to.
So now she's going to spell out the phrase that was on the top. Ready, sweetie?
Yeah, I was thinking of the word, not really the actual image.
Then L-E. Oh, it's okay, I'll say it, sweet. T, you got it, T. Keep going. I and N and G. Letting, and what's the next word? Come on, sweet, you can do it. G and O. Let it go.
Okay, I see you. Okay, let me see you, Cherry Hill.
We're going to watch one more. Let me see if there's a newer one. Remote viewing. Not that one. PS5 games, Mindsight. Let's check this one.
One of the biggest questions I get diving in.
What is this photo?
A little blurry. It's like a monster or something. What is that? I cannot tell what that is. It's like a painting. I don't even know. It's a piece of art. I can't tell what that is.
Yeah, that's incredible. Can I ask you a weird question? What does looking at the sun look like through your vision, like with the mask?
It's like your brain makes it, and your brain makes. It just looks like this, like you know how when the sun's setting, it kind of looks like that, but higher up. But yeah, you could totally look at the sun like this because yeah.
Do you see any patterns that look different than if you look? I mean, obviously you can't look at it with the naked eye.
I have to do it again. The things do look different. More high def. Like more high. Like I notice when I look at TV and stuff with it on, it's super clear because I don't know what the.
Watch TV with a blindfold.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I was doing my daughter's hair today with the patches.
Someone just commented, can we talk about Bigfoot? Is there any breaking news on Bigfoot? We'll talk about it, but it's not really. Bigfoot's not really my forte. She kept singing "Happy Birthday." I think someone's birthday was on that day, and she was reading her mind. Mind-boggling. The lady's also moving the sheets like I said, there'll be some people that will be using trickery and stuff like that. And the thing is, though, she has proven it, Dahlia, on a not the other girl. I was thinking Dahlia, this one here, where she can do it over a live interview and she did it over. I can't remember the person's live, but she was. Let me see if I can find it actually, because it's very interesting. Dahlia Burgoyne. Let me see if I can find the live. This is it. Atlas is a comet. Atlas probably is a comet, pal. Pass it on. Create a TikTok channel. Name it Atlas is a comet. Spread that news, pal, as quick as you can.
With Mindsight, that she.
From this conversation, or
decision, and
something
in fact, gave her.
May call, all right, chi or energy.
Mindsight demonstration. This might be it. Bear with me a sec, folks.
Usually,
there was no.
See through this.
They can, and
she can just eyes.
Actually,
for some come.
A lot of them were seeing with their ears.
Right. Yeah. Wow. This is it. 1 minute.
Until I put a mask on, I don't see. It totally makes me blind.
Wow.
Right, watch this.
That's such.
It's on a live interview, so this can't be tricked.
I'm gonna try one more mask. I just got this mask today. I don't know if this is gonna work. If it doesn't, I'll just take it off.
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
yeah, I can. Oh man, it's a little hard to see with this one, but I can still see. I can do it.
You can? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a little hard, but I can do it.
Okay.
Because it's kind of squeezing my head, but I'll take it off if the window's close.
No, take it off. Don't worry about it.
Well, let's try it first, and then I'll take it off.
Okay. Let's see if you can read what this says.
It says angels and aliens.
Correct. I'm sorry. Are you seeing that backwards or?
No, it's clear.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what. Oh wow. I mean, that's fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that says CE5 Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind.
Yeah. Okay.
It's insane, man. If she really can't see that and she's reading that.
And that says the wisdom codes. Oh man, there's some small writing there. If I take off this one, I could probably see it, but okay. It says ancient words to rewire our brains and heal our hearts.
This is a fascinating book by if anybody's watching. Okay, here.
Check out my post.
Let's try this.
Hello, I'm the Galactic University Civilizations Ambassador to Earth.
What are that? Trees with some beautiful sky, like rainbow color sky. It's dark though. It's like a night sky.
Yeah, my daughter drew that.
Like snowy.
Right, so that was interesting, man. Someone's just come on TikTok here and just put, hello, I'm the Galactic University Civilizations Ambassador to Earth. Vincent's official. Check out my post. Hi. No, you're not. If you are, why would you expose yourself like that? You'd reach out to someone, wouldn't you? Why are you doing it in lives, like conversations like that? To be stupid. And if I've angered you, prove me wrong. Right, folks, I think we've covered everything. So let me just go off here a sec. Go on to here. So I think we've covered everything. So we've gone through the Jon Stewart stuff, right? So, you know, to check out the Jon Stewart stuff on X and check him out. We've gone through the Beatrice Villarroel, what she's found with the papers with these transients that have been that go missing in the 50s and stuff like that before pre-Sputnik, which means they weren't ours. We've looked at the UAP Gerb on Area 52, where he looks at these images from this picture, and also we've spoke about why people don't trust Stephen Gray. There is a part actually where he doesn't trust Lou Elizondo. Where's that part? Maybe I can play that if I can find it. I can't find it. Maybe I can find it on Vetted. I think Vetted covered it. Give me a minute and I'll play it. Yeah. So, oh no. It was on Red Panda Koala. I'll get it from the actual source. Better, I suppose. Source of the clip, the actual footage was from Area 52 again, but it's not chaptered. Just give me a sec, folks. Right, I've got it. So let's have a look.
Tough, man, because you don't know who to trust, right? You get a guy like Lou come here, you know, and talk about these things, and you know, he's a really nice guy. Like I met him, he's like a super friendly person, but from his background and from everything else, like I don't know if I can believe him, and that's just the state of things. I don't know, like he's been proven time and time and again to have said things that turned out to not be true.
Yeah,
you know, so then you have to start asking yourself, even though I like the guy, even though I think he's, you know, a nice person and means well, man, like, can I even believe a word that comes out of his mouth? And this happens, you know, and I don't want to be paranoid, but I'm also facing the reality that these programs stop at nothing to confuse you, to, you know, to remain completely aloof.
Well,
yeah.
Lou did previously work at the counterintelligence field activity, so I don't want to get involved in the drama there, but I do think that is something for people to.
And neither do I.
about.
But
I've said Gerb's like me, right? I think
I'm
Gerb's
coming at it
full of
from a very
bullshit.
pragmatic point of view. And if Lou were sitting here, I'd say the same thing to him. That, like, although I think you're a nice person, you've been nice to me. I now know that I might not be able to trust you when it comes to these things, because you might be doing your job.
Yeah.
And I just got to step away from that a little bit.
And especially in this field where there's so many psyops and psychological warfare. I mean, recently with the Wall Street Journal piece and the Yankee Blue, hey, if Yankee Blue can trick 10,000 Air Force guys, go ahead, release those documents and the photos.
Yeah, I totally agree. Someone just commented there in the TikTok, how can we trust these disinformation? It's their job. Their job is to do this, right? Their job is to tell us lies. And they're making money off it as well. That's the thing. They're making side hustles on telling us bullshit. I don't trust Lou just as much as I don't trust many people in this. I don't trust Travis Taylor. People are like, oh, did you watch the new Skinwalker Ranch? Like, oh, I watched the new Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, I love my Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, look, they've got an orb. They're going to do 6 episodes where they're examining this orb. And in the season 3, they're going to see what colour that orb is. And they're going to spend another 6 episodes looking at that as well. And Travis Taylor, on every single episode, will sit at a table for at least 5 minutes and come up with this epiphany of what this fucking thing will be. And people haven't cottoned on yet. It's the biggest grift on fucking TV. Fuck Skinwalker Ranch.
That tricked so many people into thinking we had an anti-gravity drive. It's not classified because it's fake.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pop it out. Let's see it. It doesn't have to wait till Arrow Historical Volume 2, which it won't be in. Go ahead. If it's not real, show us.
So that was the clip. So they basically don't trust it. Chris Bledsoe made a very interesting comment in an interview. Yeah, I think I might have seen the interview if it's the one with the date and stuff. Yeah, she is telling her, I trust Dan Brown. I trust this guy more than Lou Elizondo. And if you know who that guy is, you know why that's quite funny, right? Who remembers this, the Heaven's Gate? Do you know this was the year I actually got into the UFO topic? Like I think it was 1996, was it? 1996. When did Heaven's Gate happen? I'm sure it was when did Heaven's Gate happen? 1997, yeah, because it was around the Hale-Bopp comet. Now I got into space and stuff around the Hale-Bopp comet because it was in the sky for like 18 months, so I was obsessed with it, watching it move across the sky every night a little bit with the tail behind it and stuff like that. It was like a once-in-a-lifetime event. Like, I don't think we'll see it. When's the Hale-Bopp back in? I think it does come back in our lifetime, but it's, 1 minute, Hale-Bopp comet next appearance. Oh, no, it's not. Hale-Bopp will next be visible around the year 4385. So it is a once in a lifetime thing that I witnessed and many other people witnessed. So anybody that was born after 1997, you didn't get to see it, and it was a special thing. And the images that you see there, that was in the sky for like 18 months. Like, that's what it was like. For 18 months it was like that. And I was obsessed, and I was having weird dreams and everything. Like, this was definitely the reason I started looking into space and being obsessed with stars and all sorts, anything to do with space, Are We Alone and all that kind of thing. It was a weird moment around that time as well. Loads of weird things coming out. You had the Bob Lazar thing coming out not long before. You had the alien interview tape that year as well. Big things happening and stuff like that. Big things. Yeah. So that's it for the Sunday Roast Your UFO Host, the first episode. So let me just bring that up. Matt, read up to Bella222 comment. Sorry. Where am I looking, pal? Where am I looking? Read up to Bella222 comment. It's very real, but have to be careful who's truthful. Moneypenny posted a comment 5 minutes ago with info, but got exited, so check it out. And here I will explain further.
A few days of joint investigative research work with my colleague ChatGPT-5. Together, we believe we have identified the one US military building most likely to be concealing a massive UFO, possibly mentioned by Ross Coulthard. Here's what we know. Our lead took us to Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska.
I've left the comments on just in case you can't hear it properly, because again I can't help with it. I don't know why the audio's so low on it. It's this video. It's full pelt there, and it's full pelt there. So this is breaking news, people, and let's see what's going on.
Headquarters of the US Strategic Command. For decades, this was Strategic Air Command's home, the command center for every American nuclear bomber and missile. Then, in 2012, construction began on something new, the Command and Control Facility, known as C2F. At first glance, it's just a high-security headquarters, but the facts are extraordinary. It is built on what was once the Warrior 9 golf course, a 916,000 square foot facility costing a staggering $1.3 billion, more per square foot than the Pentagon. Documents from the Department of Defense Inspector General reveal some very strange anomalies about underground space beyond the original plans, and underground fire, flooding incidents.
So, just give me. I missed the beginning bit. Where's she saying this is located? The C2F. Where's the C2F located? C2F build. Is it C2F building? She said. Command and control facilities. Help me out in the comments, people. This is how it works. When you figure out that I'm right, let me know. Dead fish cheese, don't come in here with your cryptic shit. Just fucking tell us. CTF module AI command and control facilities. C2F can stand for command and control. Where is it? If she's saying it's in the United States, we were told it's not in the United States. So C2F building location. Right, let me restart it, see if we get the location. Sorry. Right, be quiet, everyone. Shh. TikTokers, get over to YouTube if you want to know where the huge UFO is, apparently.
Good afternoon. I'm Moneypenny, and what you're about to hear is the result of a few days of joint investigative research work with my colleague ChatGPT-5. Together, we believe we have identified the one US military building most likely to be concealing a massive...
I'm calling bullshit straight away. I'm sorry, folks. He's using ChatGPT. We've all used ChatGPT to narrow it down. I can go through all of it. I'm calling bullshit on this. Moneypenny, I think, talking bullshit.
UFO, possibly mentioned by Ross Coulthard. Here's what we know. Our lead took us to Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska, headquarters of the US Strategic Command.
Right, so ChatGPT and investigative research into Nebraska, well, clearly she should have put in the prompt that we have told by Ross Coulthard it is not in the United States of America. Redo your investigation, Miss Moneypenny, because you're spreading bullshit misinformation now. I'm going to play the rest of the video just in case something changes and I'm not seeing it, but I think you're talking absolute bullshit.
For decades, this was Strategic Air Command's home, the command center for every American nuclear bomber and missile. Then, in 2012, construction began on something new, the Command and Control Facility, known as C2F. At first glance, it's just a high-security headquarters, but the facts are extraordinary. It is built on what was once the Warrior 9 golf course, a 916,000 square foot facility costing a staggering $1.3 billion, more per square foot than the Pentagon. Documents from the Department of Defense Inspector General reveal some very strange anomalies about underground space beyond the original plans and underground fire, flooding incidents.
Just stop people there. We can talk about the Dulce base. There was underground tunnels built at Dulce as well. We can talk about the US Embassy in Iraq, which fits the profile better for what Ross Coulthard had alluded to, and it being laudatory purposes and military personnel there, and it going over budget, and it being huge, and put in an area where you wouldn't put a US Embassy for any other reason other than potentially to cover something up. And surround it by a massive brick wall where people can't get in. And that would be in an area where, if that was to be released, you could imagine what would happen in the Middle East if that location was to be revealed. And that was indeed the location. Let's carry on.
Costly delays, electromagnetic protection, and it is built a building within a building with a particular electromagnetic shield, normally reserved for the most...
I'm going to comment live.
Here is the result of a few days of joint investigative research work with my colleague ChatGPT-5. Together, we believe we have identified the one US military building most likely to be concealing a massive UFO, possibly mentioned by Ross Coulthard. Here's what we know. Our lead took us to Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska, headquarters of the US Strategic Command. For decades, this was Strategic Air Command's home, the command center for every American nuclear bomber and missile. Then, in 2012, construction began on something new, the Command and Control Facility, known as C2F. At first glance, it's just a high-security headquarters, but the facts are extraordinary. It is built on what was once the Warrior 9 golf course, a 916,000 square foot facility costing a staggering $1.3 billion, more per square foot than the Pentagon. Documents from the Department of Defense about underground space beyond the original plans and underground fire, flooding incidents, costly delays, electromagnetic protection, and it is built a building within a building with a particular electromagnetic shield, normally reserved for the most secretive nuclear bunkers. Inside Offutt's own perimeter, reported a silent triangular craft estimated 750 feet across, the size perfectly matching the footprint of the building rising around it. And to that, its strange sighting, a crown jewel command node placed in a floodplain where 1/3 of the base went underwater in 2019. And the strict access rules meaning that many of the staff upstairs are never allowed to see the lower levels. Of course, I can't tell with absolute certainty that this is the object. And there are many